Hey there, happy Monday. I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit today about stopping your symptoms at the source. So we all have symptoms that plague us every day. Anything from brain fog, headaches, joint pain. Maybe we have digestive symptoms like heartburn, gas, bloating, pain, constipation, or maybe we just have really terrible periods. Maybe we struggle with sleeping. Maybe we're tired all the time. The range of symptoms is super broad, but typically we end up kind of thinking that it's normal. We get used to it. Or maybe we've gone to the doctor and maybe we told him that things are changing and our periods are getting worse or more inconsistent. And he's like, oh, that's just part of getting older. It's normal. Maybe you get lab work done and your labs come back normal. He's like, oh, you're fine. Everything's normal. Regardless of whether we think it's normal because we got used to it or because our doctor told us that it's a normal part of getting older, the deal is that most of these symptoms aren't actually normal. They're just common. And so we actually start to think that this is just how it is. This is just what our life is going to be like. But I'm here to tell you that you do not have to live this way. So because we have these symptoms and because we want relief from these symptoms, we end up, in essence, just putting Band-Aids on them. No one's really asking why we have the symptom, like what caused this symptom. And so we ultimately put ourselves at risk for the symptom to either get worse or to require more and more and more interventions that, can help relieve the symptom. When instead, we actually have another option. We can look at what's causing the symptom, heal that, and then actually stop the symptom at its source. So how do we do that, right? Well, it starts with a pretty thorough health analysis. So we want to look at all the different symptoms that you have and look at them through a functional lens. So that's looking at your health overall in terms of how it should be working optimally versus how it's working currently. And it's different than a traditional medical model that is going to be more diagnostic in nature, because a diagnostic test or a diagnostic evaluation is clearly designed to just diagnose. So it's going to look for symptoms and lab markers that can help the doctor diagnose and then treat a condition, whereas the functional approach is going to look for that cause, that root cause at the bottom, and then address the way back to get that symptom either alleviated or bring that blood work marker back into line so that it's functioning optimally so that you can just feel better. So symptoms act like your body's check engine light. They're letting you know that something's not working as it should. And while you might want to continue to put Band-Aids on it so you can feel better, everybody wants to feel better and you should feel better. We really want to get down to the bottom of what's causing this. And so one of the best ways that we can do that is to evaluate those symptoms from that functional perspective to see what they mean. Like, does this mean that you're deficient in certain nutrients? Does it mean that you have too much of something else? Could it be that you have something that's harmful in your body, like toxins, metals, or mold that might be creating this symptom? And then another way would be to run some functional lab work that can actually give us data that would tell us very clearly about what's going on inside you. That's going to be different than what's going on with your friend, your sister, your neighbor, me, anybody else. And so the response to that's going to be unique, just tailored specifically for you. So when you work with me and we look at those symptoms and we get that idea of what's going on kind of behind the scenes, what this means for you is that you're going to know which foods that you need to add, maybe which foods you need to avoid. What are some lifestyle changes that you might need to make to kind of help your body kind of mitigate the impact of this symptom? And then specifically, what kind of supplements do you need? So just because, some random influencer said that, you needed a probiotic, what if you don't? What if you do, but you need a very specific one tailored to your microbiome? So having this information is crucial. But the best part is not only are you going to get the answers as to why you have those symptoms, but you're going to know very clearly what it is that you need to do about it. Recently, a client came to me who had been struggling for months with this really severe abdominal pain. Now, she started with gas and bloating, but over time that kind of progressed into this really intense pain, and nothing she did got rid of it. Nothing that the doctor recommended got rid of it. And she was really at her wit's end. So we did some symptom work. We looked into what her symptoms were and what might be causing it. And we could see very clearly that she was deficient in some nutrients like zinc, magnesium. She was low in stomach acid production. She was also low in like vitamin D. But one of the other things that we saw was that her lifestyle was very, very stressful. And so if you've been here for more than like 5 minutes, you know that that stressful state automatically inhibits things like digestion and rest and recovery and healing. And so we were able to see, in essence, the stress was the cause of it, but there were also some specific nutrients in. So we also ran some functional lab work, specifically a GI map. And when we got this test back, we could see that she had several yucky bacteria and pathogens that were really, really elevated. And we discovered that they were the ones that were creating her symptoms. And so you would think that would be our answer. So why do you have this pain? It's because you have XYZ pathogen. Okay, that seems like a good answer. But wait, there's more. Why do you have XYZ pathogen? Well, turns out stress is a very powerful thing, and it put her digestion completely offline. And when that happens, your stomach isn't able to create enough stomach acid at the right time and in the right amounts to not only break down your food so you can absorb the nutrients from it, causing nutrient deficiencies, but it also kills the bugs. Okay, so because she had this stressful environment causing low stomach acid, the bugs were able to get in and create these horrible symptoms. So together we created a super personalized plan built around her symptoms, around her lab work, around the data from those labs, that, specific types of supplements, specific types of foods, so that we could address really the root cause of her symptoms, which in this case was the abdominal pain. And after just a few weeks, the pain went away and she felt better than she had. Well, she couldn't remember the last time she felt that good. So really, knowing what is going on in your body is important, but being able to know what to do to stop that symptom at its source is what's really important, right? There are really 3 ways that you can work with me to get this kind of solution for your symptoms. The first one would be just a one-time session, one-time consult where we do a deep dive into your health history and into your symptoms, and we look at the food that you're eating, and we come up with the recommendations for you for the changes that you might need to make. The second option includes lab work. Okay, this is more one-on-one, it's personalized coaching. It's either up to 4 to 6 months where you can not only get the information about the changes that you need, but you have the support and the resources to make those changes long term. And then finally, the third option that I have is something that's coming in January, and it's going to be a group program where we work on nutrition coaching from in an on-demand setting online, but you also have the opportunity to heal your gut and to heal your metabolism. So I have a wait list in place for the January workshops that will help you with the healing your gut, healing your metabolism. So please let me know which one you're more interested in. But as always, you can message me here anytime with questions, and I'll be happy to help.